Now this time we like to play.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you see by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about taking portraits at home. The purpose of this video is kind of to walk you guys through my process of coming up with a concept for a shoot and then executing a shoot. And the overall theme of it being at home kind of coincides with everything going on with COVID. I really just want to give you guys something to work with because I know a lot of us are probably going through a creative rut right now. I know I was for a good couple weeks there, so I decided to get the help of my fiance to model for me, and we kind of created this little shoot here at home. So I'm going to give you guys 3 things that you have to focus on in order to come up with a shoot at home. First thing we're going to talk about is gear. Second thing we're going to talk about is coming up with the idea for the shoot, and the third thing we're going to talk about is actually executing the shoot and what that looks like. So without further ado, let's get into the gear that you'll have to have for a shoot like this. So the camera that we're using for this shoot is the Mamiya RB67. This is my only film camera. This is the film camera that I really have been trying to master at this point. It's medium format. You can obviously shoot with whatever you want to, but I'm deciding to use film because, why not? The second thing you'll need is a tripod. Shooting at low lights inside a home like this, you're just gonna have to use a tripod. The Mamiya also has a giant mirror, so I tend to flip it up, and this is just used to reduce camera shake, so you will need a tripod. Third thing that you'll need is a shutter release cable. You can get one on eBay that's overpriced for like 28 bucks, or you can find one at your local camera shop, whatever works for you. If you're impatient like me, you will just buy one on eBay because they're cool looking. Or the last thing that I used, and that's just an option, is a key light source. And so for this particular shoot, I used this LED panel that I'm using to light myself currently. Now the reason that I was using a panel was because the room that we were shooting in simply just did not have enough light, and where the light was coming from was behind the subject, which I'm not a particularly big fan of. It also just helps the subject to stand out when you do have a backlight. So this is an option for you. If you do have natural light coming in that is front facing the subject, then you're perfectly fine. But if you like backlit light for your subjects, then feel free to do that. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is coming up with a concept for a shoot. It doesn't have to be super elaborate. I just simply wanted 2 locations, and we had 2 locations in the house. We had a bathroom and we had a bedroom. I initially wanted to just have my fiance in a white dress and see how that would look. She came up with the idea of having 2 different outfits, and the colors that we decided for the first outfit were going to be more on the earthy side because obviously the room that we were shooting in was pretty much all white. There were different accents in the room that you'll see that had color that really went well with the colors that we were working with. But for the bathroom in particular, I thought that the white dress would really play well in making her stand out. It would look good on her skin in particular, and I just love the tile in that bathroom. One thing you do want to keep in mind when you're coming up with outfits for a subject is making sure that the colors just really go well with the subject's skin tone. This is huge, especially when you're working with film and colors can be kind of unpredictable. Now the last thing we're going to talk about is actually executing the shoot. For most of these photos, I had really thought about what I wanted them to look like beforehand. That includes most of the poses, the positions that I put my subject in, making sure that you know how you're going to use your key light, whether that's to bounce off a wall as a fill light, whether that's to use as a key light to make a subject stand out. These are all things you have to think about, and when it comes to executing the shoot, they really help you to move seamlessly through it. Another thing you have to consider when executing a shoot is how you want your subjects to interact with the environment around them. with the first location, you know, we had a desk, and I really loved the way the desk looks. I sat her down, there's a mirror in front of her, and then boom, I took one of my favorite photos I've ever taken with my fiance. With the second location, we were in a shower, and with the shower, you have a shower curtain. And you know, we ended up getting a really sick picture, integrating the shower curtain into the actual photos themselves. Those are just some ideas. You obviously can bring whatever you want into a portrait shoot. That's the beauty of doing them, to be honest. I know there are tons of videos out there right now, especially with quarantine going on, kind of walking you through some cool ideas. I was just really glad that I could put this shoot together, you know, for a couple hours on a Saturday, make it happen, get the scans back, and then be completely happy with it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll be putting out more videos here soon. If you have not already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I plan to do more videos like this. I might make a part 2 to this type of how to take portraits series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be safe out there. I'll see you in the next video.